Alright, so LegolandMan DM'd me and he was like, hey, I got a banger. I told him, yo, drop it in the Discord and be sure to like have them in the correct order and all that stuff. And he ended up actually dropping a whole journey through the Amateur League Weekly. I believe it's number 87, the veteran one, Diamond 3, Diamond 2. So these are all going to be between 3200 and 3900, these type of games, whoever got the chance to actually do something. So my teammate spawning in the top left side of Side Delta in this first series, in this PvT first series, it is LegolandMan going up against someone who was called Cherry Blossom, and I suppose it's a she, as the name of our red Terran player in the bottom right side is Lauren. But yeah, we'll see if somebody can confirm so I don't actually misgender this player. That would be cool. But yeah, cool names all over the place, and new names, that's more important. Welcome back to the Mauzycasts channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on Twitch live with me, then I just want to say thank you for being here, and thank you for actually joining in and taking some time out of your day. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for also taking some time out of your day. If you enjoy it, please be sure to actually consider subscribing, and of course I hope it makes your day a bit better. So we had a pylon block, but obviously against Terran it is not going to mean too much, because Terrans can actually place their buildings whatever and just lift it, or most of their buildings. One thing that I actually never understood, why the engineering bay in Brood War can actually lift up, but the one in SC2 can't. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, is it the reason for NG bay blocking would have been too powerful? I'm not sure, but it would have been quite nice to know why that is. If you have any guesses, be sure to let me know. Also, we can do it the way as wrong answers only. That could also work. But anyways, Reaper is going to go home. Not too much of a scout by Lauren. Scouts the natural nexus, and that's pretty much it. Twilight Council is on the way, as well as his Robo. All of this is off of one gateway, so this is kind of risky, honestly. So this was a 3 racks. This would have been quite a huge bummer, to be honest. Oh, this is indeed going to be a 3 racks. A bit later over 3 racks, but a 3 racks nonetheless. That means we are going to have some fancy action over here with a couple of Marines, potentially Marauders even. Ooh, and I like this. We have a Dark Shrine being placed. Okay, has to cancel the Shade for sure. Yep, does just that. But sees the amount of Marines and should be aware that... Actually, no, wait a second. So basically you can get out this many Marines, so this is quite standard. Oh, well, Legoland doesn't even know about the 3rd command center. Doesn't know about the 3rd command center, and doesn't know about the 2nd and 3rd racks. This is all off of 1 gas, so you can afford Stim and Combat Shield pretty much, and a couple of Marauders. That's all that you got. I believe a couple of players have some guides, one of them being my teammate Medic Jr. Loves to play 3 racks as far as I know. But Legoland should see a couple more Marines popping off. Maybe considering that this is indeed a 3 racks play. There's not enough energy on this command center, and neither on this one. Ooh, this could actually be a huge blunder for Lauren. Okay, DTs are being picked up, and they're gonna go into the main. Oh, okay, this command center, actually both command centers are quite close to getting that. Wait, Ooh, did one DT go down? No, okay. The DT did not go down. So this is quite interesting. We have 3 DTs. I'm trying to find the third one. Oh, the third one is in the natural. Swiping like 9 SCs. Oh, this was so close. Oh, it's gonna burn down. Combat shield denied. Sim is gonna finish. Finally, the second scan has to be burned. Now, workers should go back to work, as this mule is not actually doing anything here whatsoever to speak of. But there's still plenty of workers here for Lauren. We're gonna have a factory as well, so this 3x push is kind of done and dusted because of that combat shield denial. I would go for concussive shell. I'm gonna have +1 being researched, quite close to +1. I believe combat shield is like 79 seconds if I'm not mistaken, I want to say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we have the third command center. SCV production will kick in quite fast. Oh, but this is actually not it's not yet rallied, so that is a bit of a mistake. This one DT can actually go for a single SCV, and if he positions his DT well enough, then he can actually go for the SCVs that are gonna get out from this command center. Now, in the meantime, Forge as well as a Robo Bay is on the way for Lego. We skip Blink, going straight for charge. Third base has finished a bit later than the Terrans, obviously, but the Terran went for a third command center after the barracks. So that is quite important. So 1 Rax, 3cc. That's probably the greediest, most economic form of 3cc, as far as I know. And we're gonna have a 511 actually. Oh, maybe the DT can swipe once. Nope. Gonna get denied. But constantly having DTs to worry about is not great for Lauren. We're gonna have a couple of gateways being put down from LegolandMan. I'm not a fan of the SimCity though. Let me be the first one to point that out. But obviously it's not the end of the world. You have a couple of extra pylons not to get supply blocked. Well, there's a massive supply block on both sides actually. Almost at the same supply. 67 workers for LegolandMan. Up 8 workers considering compared to Lauren. But obviously Terran mules can get back most of that lost economy. Okay, the DT is actually being taken down. Wild. So far 18 SCVs went down for 5 DTs. And the Prism, of course. So not bad, honestly, but obviously you could get more. I think the last 3 DTs are pretty much just rallied in and not really being done anything with them. And now Legoland is just sitting back, getting a 4th base, which I kind of like. Gets a couple gateways at each base. It's not bad. If you lose one of your bases, you will not lose all your infrastructure. So Lauren needs to spread out and just try to hunt down if that's the plan to actually do something about the constant warp-ins. Obviously we can see plays where there's a Doom drop into the main and the Protoss loses pretty much all the production, and that's pretty much it. Okay, I was gonna question if you can actually have the unit pop out inside over here, but I don't think you can have that. So yeah. All right, here's the scan, and it sees that there's high Templar tech as well. We don't have Storm, but we have shields on the way. That's an interesting call, if you ask me. We have a second forge as well. No upgrade is being researched yet. I don't think Legoland actually has it hotkeyed or something along those lines. But we're gonna have a move out from our Protoss player into the 4th base of the Terran. The 4th base is actually morphing into a planetary. It's gonna finish rather fast. So I don't think the proper play would be to actually engage into this. Okay, oh, sacrifices a sentry. I'm not sure why that was. A couple of force fields to actually split the army. Not bad. And the Colossi are still untouched. The Immortals are going to take down some of those Marauders. There's no storm, so this Templar is actually only good for feedback. And I don't mean the feedback like he just fills out the survey and that's pretty much it, but like feedback, the actual energy burning slash damaging based on energy burned type of ability. That's also called feedback, so yeah. In the meantime, supplies look quite nice for the Terran player, which is obviously, it could happen. We have a fully mining 4th base, actually full mining bases, like all of them, and we're gonna have the standard 8 racks. The one thing I don't really like is that we don't have a second engineering bay, as far as I know. Yeah, there's, wait, 3 NG bays? Huh? That's wild, honestly. Oh, that was 2 different O's. This was like, oh, forgot that Lauren forgot that actually built another NG bay, and the second O was for the raid that came in from Sugar called the second. Well, to me it's Sugar called the first because I don't know the band, so I just learned the other day that it's a band. Welcome Raiders, we have a bit of casting action over here. I'm gonna read the chat in just a moment as we have a huge engagement on the side of LegolandMan, and looks like it's gonna be enough to push through, but goes for the recall. Gonna save 1 Immortal and 2 Colossi. Oh, but this 1 more Immortal is actually going to suffer. Oh, never mind, Lauren doesn't bounce on that Immortal. That lone Immortal would have cost LegolandMan at least a bit. Wait, did the raid land? Yes, it did. Or I just stabbed up. Nope. The raid landed nicely. Thank you so much. Welcome Raiders. Whoever is new and never saw this small channel, my name is Mauzy. I'm a part of Platinum Heroes as their content creator, caster, player, whatever you want to call me. I stream literally 5 times a week at least. We have variety, but mainly we have StarCraft 2 at least 3 times a week. So today we have our casting Friday, and we are casting LegolandMan's journey in the Veteran Amateur League bracket. This is the number 87, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it's all good, and we have actually a super solid somewhat of a banger game, as it was titled. So this so far was a banger. Proper builds on both sides, proper infrastructure, proper game plans on both sides, and look at that, we have 2 extra starports, a Ghost Academy, we have 3 on the way, which I kind of like, and we have +2 air weapons. So we are actually committing into Vikings, then most likely Liberators, right? As if the Protoss just stays on the ground, we can go for Libs. If they stick to the Sky Toss transition, then we can go for Vikings. So it's a win-win situation. Ghosts are going to burn the energy of the High Templar and everything that's on the ground. And in the meantime, we have a huge attack, but also LegolandMan is countering on the right side. So we have a bit of a base trade, and looks like this planetary will fall as far as I see. Repair is not going to be enough, and this orbital might fall as well, for sure. As Lauren is actually pushing into the natural, and that is going to be quite... Ooh, that is a bit of a blunder here. LegolandMan just trying to warp in a couple of DTs, but wasn't successful enough. They have 15 gateways, a couple of them will go down, 14 left. LegolandMan has to pounce onto the production. We're going to have these 2 starports fall, 47 SCVs, but now the probes are also getting mowed down. Surely there's going to be a lot of casualties on both sides, as we are seeing run-bys in each and every single base. Chaos unleashed onto the battlefield. Base trade commenced and on the way, and now this is what I've been talking about, having a couple of gateways spread out in the middle of nowhere, basically will prove to be really, really good. Needs to get a cyber core though. If it doesn't get a cyber core, it's gonna be just zealots. 77 SCVs actually go down. There's still 8. I really have no idea who's ahead, but I think if LegolandMan can get on top of that production, it could be devastating for Lauren. Oh, the Immortal is actually targeting down that Ghost, but doesn't actually manage to do too much damage against it. Now, every tech goes down on the side of LegolandMan. We're gonna have a single geyser, a single simulator, and a pylon into natural, and that's pretty much it. The left side is being retaken by LegolandMan. This planetary is going to survive for now. We have a couple of libs. Nothing shoots up except for these stalkers. How many do we have? Oh, the High Templars shoot up, right? We have what, 2 Archons, and we have a single Stalker and 2 Void Rays. The 2 Void Rays actually might prove to be really useful. Sorry for the coughing and stuff. Trying to survive here. Also need to drink some water, but I can't because there's too much action and I love it. Now, the production is also under fire. Oh, anticipation on the side of LegolandMan. This is brilliant. We're gonna have a couple of command centers being floated away, but that is pretty much all of it. That's all that Lauren can do right now. Supply block into supply block for these 2 players because this is too much chaos. There's no time to actually warp in stuff. We're gonna have next side being warped in on different locations on the map. This is absolute chaos. Now LegolandMan slowly but surely losing all of the production. We're gonna have a lot of pylons being rebuilt. There's a bit of a bank here. Lauren doesn't have that much of a bank. There's going to be okay. This command center is burning. It's gonna go down. The one in the natural should go down, and the one above it should also go down. I mean, this is looking to be a really good base trade for LegolandMan. Gonna retake his main. Not sure why though. I guess just to have another nexus and just spread out everything as much as possible. As Lauren is going to spot this base, gonna spot the other base. I think Lauren just needs to save those command centers with a couple of flying units and just deny the Void Rays, and that is exactly the plan here as far as I see. 60 probes hit the deck, and there's no workers left on the side of Lauren. Single worker left on the side of a LegolandMan. The problem is, if these command centers don't land, it's going to be devastating. Oh, there's a DT! Zeratul! Zeratul is just slashing through. It needs to land the command center like ASAP, but the mineral line will not allow that. Oh, this one DT is going to be the end, the devastating end of this game. Is this going to be the case? Oh, another DT swipe. Oh, and another one. Oh, this is looking mighty tough here for Lauren. Legoland has a couple more DTs. No, do we have DT Blink? No, we don't. Oh, but there's no +3 attack either. There's +3 armor though, so that's going to negate just a tad bit. And there's no revelation yet. Oh, lands it. That's 200 energy. LegolandMan needs to pounce onto that command center. But I don't think there's going to be enough to actually do this. Oh, that's going to be the last building. Lauren messed up. Oh, what a blunder. There's the GG. LegolandMan takes the first game. Wow. What was this game? Oh my goodness. This was a banger. My god, I can't wait to see the rest of these. Oh, that was such a banger game, man. And this is in Diamond, guys. These games happen. In Diamond. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of Lego, honestly. I'm so freaking proud. Still have one game left. Illy, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. See, this is why I love casting these games. Oh my goodness, these are bangers. Absolute bangers, ladies and gentlemen. And game number 2, hopefully it's gonna be the same, at least. Well, honestly, Can you top that in one series? Maybe you can't. It is fine anyways. This series is already a banger. Spawning in the bottom right side on Golden Ore, we have LegolandMan. His opponent, Lauren, in the top left side is our Red Terran. So we have LegolandMan coming in with that beautiful relief type of victory. Let me grab my water once again. But oh my goodness, this is actually insane how these two players managed to handle the base rate, the nerves to just go for it and go for it. Lauren going into the natural, Legoland clearing up the sides, the outer bases. Both players had different but solid plans to actually try to end the game. I believe Lauren just went for the Terran base trade style, which is going for the production and then cleaning up everything because your army is more mobile. And LegolandMan just went for basically denying, just cornering everything so Lauren cannot float away in time, and that is actually really cool. This is actually such a great start to such a cool series. We're gonna have a proxy pylon. Is that the second pylon? That is indeed the second pylon, and it's on time, so this is great. We have a single gateway. Will we see something of a robo or something? Maybe a Stargate? Let's see what's gonna be the case. Okay. Adept starts. Is this just a fake proxy? No. Oh, proxy robo. Okay. Proxy robo. Oh, hey. Sorry for bombarding you with that many messages. I was just kind of confused. Oh my god. Double robo. No. No. Oh, this is gonna be such a cool moment. It's not gonna last too much because as far as I know, this is somewhat all in. Maybe? I'm not sure. I mean, you have a second Nexus. You have a natural, but this is kind of devastating, honestly, for the Terran. If this doesn't get scouted and there's no any realization that there's no second pylon at home. The Reaper tried to poke in, but obviously the Reaper wall and pretty much everything else is just working against the Terran in this situation. So yeah, sorry Lego for bombarding you with all those messages, but I was kind of confused. I looked at those brackets and I was like, wait, so we have Lauren in one of those games, but yeah, the rounds don't match. Like, this is kind of confusing. And I was like, oh, maybe it's the week before that. And I look at it, I'm like, round 1, Cherry Blossom SC. Huh? Anyways, we're gonna have... Thank you so much, stranger out on the road, whoever actually thought that it's great to rev their engine with their motorbike. Oh, it's gonna finish the shade with this adept, and it's gonna see this many Marines. Honestly, I don't really think the Marines are actually gonna be that bad against these. Yeah, Cherry was Lauren, apparently. The rest checks out, so I checked the one before, but that was too early for when you posted those replays. So yeah, let's see what we're going to have here. Oh, okay, couple of shots onto those SCVs. Oh, might just target down that stim. Obviously, it's not going to finish for now. Oh, I like this. Okay. Oh, but be careful. Don't lose those immortals. You need to wait for those shields to actually regenerate. But so far, so good for LegolandMan. Hasn't lost anything. And we have a semi-functional, semi-mining base over here. Gonna have a couple of zealots as well, just to tank for the immortals, I believe. I think 3 immortals will be plenty enough, even with marauders, honestly. Like, bro, these zealots are actually tanking so much. You could try to focus down those marauders, I guess. Oh, he's going to actually save that immortal. That is impeccable. Oh my god, no. Okay, he's going to actually retreat just back into the castle. Back into the castle. Let's go. I mean, if you wait just a tad bit, you could have the shields regenerate. Look how fast the shields are regenerating, guys. This is actually insane. We have 4 immortals and 4 stalkers. This is looking grim for Lauren. Oh, has a lot of SCVs, a huge advantage in SCVs, but this is going to be it, honestly. I don't think there's any way back from here, and that is it. GG has been called. Legoland will take this first series. So, since this is a series type of series, well, it's gonna be a series on YouTube. It's gonna be in pretty much in one sitting on Twitch. But if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that sub button, smash it, and follow for more, because we're gonna have much more. This is a 6 series tournament run for LegolandMan, so yeah, be sure to stick around. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Keep it